I didn't forget the Christmas lighting. Can you believe it? Also, I'm dressed up for this.
Oh, peep the fit. Well, where's my scarf? Yo, we're here. We're here. We're doing big things for this episode.
Doing that completely obliterated the focus on my camera. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. The NBA is back. Hornets fans are about to receive an outstanding gift this week. The return of real Hornets basketball. So speaking of the first game of the year, I'm thinking about doing a live watch along for the season opener. So I got to figure out the logistics of it. But if y'all want me to do that, let me know. Let me know in the comments because I think it'll be fun to do like a live reaction stream to the first game of the year. And if it goes well, we'll do more of them. So let me know if y'all want to see that. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll for sure do a live watch along for the season opener right here on the Sam Dracula channel. Enough of that and enough of this. This is a lot. It's very warm. It's very toasty. This is the most comfortable thing I own, and I can only really wear it one time a year without, you know, being arrested or being treated like a psychopath. With all that out of the way, it's time to give you what the title and thumbnail say. 5 predictions for the Charlotte Hornets season that will 100% come true. Number 1, Devontae Graham will not be a one-year wonder. In fact, he'll be an all-star. I think we can see a Kyle Lowry-esque season out of Devontae Graham, only if Devontae improves his efficiency. Devontae's built different, just point blank period. Like, to overachieve like he did last year, there's no way that same guy doesn't continue to improve into his 3rd year. You know, the preseason being the preseason, you know, it's all we really have to go off of going into the regular season, right? So what I've seen is a much stronger Devontae Graham. Like, he looks like he has his legs about him, which will be really useful as we get into the season. Devontae's coming into the season with 109 games played under his belt. And I think that experience is going to be extraordinarily valuable going into this season, because last year when he didn't have that type of repetition in minutes at the NBA level, we saw him hit somewhat of a wall in December. Like in October and November, he was averaging around 40% from the floor. That percentage dipped to 33% in December. Now, granted, that was the busiest month of the year for him as far as games and minutes played. To his credit, it improved month after month after month after that. So we saw that percentage from the floor greatly improve as the season went on from that December point, that congested December point. And I look at that and I think of this upcoming season and how many games are gonna be played in a short amount of time. And like, all right, Devontae's been through it. He knows what a tightly congested schedule looks like. I think he'll go into this year with a different mindset to do what he needs to do to make sure his field goal percentage doesn't drop, and that he can improve his on-court efficiency when things get tight and congested and busy as the season goes on. And I mentioned Kyle Lowry specifically because Kyle was an all-star last year. He's a multi-time all-star and well-deserved. Last year, Kyle Lowry finished the season with 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, shooting 42% from the floor. Like, that level of efficiency, I need to see that from Devontae, who was below that 40% mark. We'll see a different type of player in offense if the shooting percentage goes up. The points per game, 18.2 compared to Kyle Lowry's 19.4, on par, no beef with that. If Devontae can add some rebounds to his game, his assists are on par with Kyle Lowry. I think we're looking at a model to base Devontae's trajectory off of. Whatever an all-star ends up being this year, whether they actually play an all-star game or just name an all-star team, I think Devontae deserves and will be up there amongst the best players in the NBA. Number 2, Terry Rozier will be traded. Now, I think the Hornets offseason feels a little incomplete. I love the draft. I like the Hayward signing. I like that Biz returned on a 1-year deal. It's hard to shake the feeling that we're missing an impact big, and a lot of weight is going to be on Cody Zeller's shoulders. I think there's opportunity to upgrade that position on the team, and using Terry Rozier as a trade asset makes a lot of sense. I'm a Terry Rozier fan. I like him a lot, and by no means am I offering to drive him to Charlotte Douglas. I'm just saying, because he's so good and his contract is pretty favorable for trades, if we're honest, with 18.9 this year and 17.9 next year, I see there's some value in that. Like, if LaMelo Ball is figuring things out in the NBA and clicking like we expect, and Grant Riller is emerging as a useful bench guy, and Caleb Martin can handle some playmaking duties here and there, like, Terry Rozier then becomes a movable piece. Trading for a guy like Clint Capella could make some sense. It may not make sense for the Hawks because they just signed Rondo and Kendrick Nunn and Bogdanovich. They just got, like, that team is kind of weird, but they just drafted a Kongwu. Maybe they look at Capella as a guy that can flip for another veteran guard. I don't know. So I'm just using Capella as a placeholder, just as an idea. Because his contract lines up nicely with Terry Rozier annually. He has an extra year on his deal, which is fine. He's 26. Plus, today I learned his nickname is Swiss Bank. That's fire. I like that a lot. Capella may not be the best choice. Like, who knows what the league will look like in February and where teams are standing, what their goals are and all that. But the idea of Capella is what I'm throwing out there for a guy like Terry Rozier, who may turn into a guy that we may be able to flip for assets. That's all I'm saying. And I think it's a very strong possibility Terry leaves the Hornets this season. Based on nothing, if I'm totally honest. Just pure fan speculation. Number 3, LaMelo Ball will be Rookie of the Year. I'm gonna draw a parallel to last season with Devontae Graham and the most improved player voting, okay? Devontae got 2 first place votes for most improved, behind Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic. Now, Bam won it, well deserved. I'm not saying Bam shouldn't have won most improved, but why in the hell is Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum on that ballot? My point is that not enough people were paying attention to Devontae Graham last season. And really, why should they? Like, the Hornets weren't a playoff team, weren't a bubble team. National sports writers and media people, NBA Twitter, had no real reason to pay attention to the Hornets and or Devontae Graham last year. At one point in the season, it looked like Devontae could have been an all-star last year. I think if Devontae had just more people paying attention to his game, he would have finished higher, or at least had a shot at winning most improved player last year. LaMelo Ball won't have that issue as he's vying for Rookie of the Year. Like, this kid already has the eyes of the NBA world on him. So if LaMelo Ball does anything average or above this year, he's winning Rookie of the Year. I think he has so much attention, so much narrative around him. I think voters are going to talk themselves into him winning Rookie of the Year. LaMelo's potential is insane. He looks so comfortable on the court. He looks like he has great chemistry with the players already. As a guy who has a Hornets fan channel, obviously biased, but I expect very big things from Melo this year. And they're going to have to really make a strong argument to why he shouldn't win Rookie of the Year by the time the season's done. Because I think Melo is after it this year. That is his award to lose. Number 4, PJ Washington Jr. will be the most important player on the team this year. I don't think another Hornets player will be asked to do more things than PJ this year. The guy's gonna play at least 3 positions. He's gonna have to guard more than that. I think it was the second game against the Raptors where I saw him grab a rebound, bring the ball up the floor, and drain a 3 without even hesitating. It was like, oh my God, this kid is ready for this. He's already in the starting 5. He's gonna be asked to do a lot of things, and he's here for it. He's embracing it. I expect big things from PJ as well. We all saw what PJ could do last year. I think we're gonna see him build on it and be impactful, scoring, creating, rebounding, and blocking shots. So PJ Washington Jr. is my pick for the most important player on the team. Number 5, the Charlotte Hornets will make the playoffs. You know what? I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say it with chest, all right? The Charlotte Hornets will make the playoffs. Feels good to say out loud. I'm trying to will this into existence. This team finished in 10th place last year in the East, right? With the shortened bubble season. If they finish in 10th place again this year, that makes them eligible for that weird play-in game, right? And at that point, anything could happen. So if that's the baseline, I don't see that being beyond the realm of possibilities, considering this team is better than it was last year. We have a lot of the same players coming back, and a lot of those players are young and have no choice but to be better than last year. I expect this year's Miles to be better than last year's Miles. Same with Devontae, same with PJ, same with Malik, same with Terry. We have LaMelo Ball, Gordon Hayward. This team is older, more experienced, and has more talent than it did at the start of last year. So with that in mind, I don't see it as a crazy prediction for the Hornets to make it to the playoffs. Because really, looking at the East, they only have to be better than a few other teams. This is the Eastern Conference as it finished last year, right? Hornets settled nicely in the 10th seed, right? You have the Bulls, Knicks, Pistons, Hawks, Cavs under them. Cavs, Pistons, Knicks, Bulls, I think are all going to be tragic this season. Hawks look to be improved quite a bit. They did a lot this offseason. Wizards added Westbrook. Magic are a wild card, as are, I'd say, the Pacers, as will they make the playoffs? These teams, Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, Heat, Sixers, the Nets. The Nets are gonna be mad. Those teams are locks. So there's 4 spots left, right? For those 4 spots, the Hornets will be competing against the Pacers, I would say, the Magic, the Wizards, and the Hawks. Where are they at? The Hawks down here. And I don't think that's beyond the realm of possibility for this Hornets team to be better than those other teams, which I think would be extraordinarily important to our young players' development, to be playing these meaningful games late in the year and hopefully in the playoffs. In one of the training camp interviews, James Borrego was talking to the media about expectations for the year. He was saying his expectations and the front office's expectations for this year are to make the playoffs. To hear that from his mouth was so reassuring. Please, let's go for it. And to have a little reality check, right? What are the experts saying for the Charlotte Hornets this year as far as a win total over and under? I just Googled it, went to the first website. I'm not going to name the website because they're not paying me. And that website had the Hornets at 25.5 for their over under. For context, that's 12th in the Eastern Conference. That's mad, especially when you consider they have the Bulls over under at 30.5. They have the Bulls winning 5 more games than the Hornets. Are you kidding me? What? I'm not a betting guy, but But that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. My hair all right? No, it's not, but it's okay. It's the end of the video. That's 5 Charlotte Hornets predictions that will 100% come true. And honestly, I just borrow a phrase from the great Paul Heyman. It's not a prediction. Those aren't predictions. Those are spoilers. If you have any predictions for the Charlotte Hornets season, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. You can leave a comment on the video. I'll check it out there. If you want to come to my Discord and chat about it there, everybody's welcome. But I'm done. I'm gonna take this very hot fleece snowman outfit off and enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope y'all do the same. Y'all take care. Peace. And I will see you on opening night.